All right. Now, yesterday and Monday, we gave you an pretty solid informational flow on a guy who is funding a lot of this professional demonstration, violent demonstration. His name is Neville Roy Singham. He's a billionaire tech guy, lives in Shanghai, China. He works with the Chinese government, and he has a 501c in the United States called Breakthrough News, where he funnels money to places like the People's Forum in New York City and Minnesota radical left organizations. He's deeply involved with the insurgency and the sedition against the federal government, this guy. And we gave you all the information. He's a communist guy. Now, I didn't know this, and I don't think many other people do, but the chairman of the House Ways and Means Committee, Congressman Jason Smith of Missouri, has been looking at this whole situation for a while. All right? And he certainly knows about the guy and everything else that's going on. He joins us now from Washington, D.C. I didn't even know about this story, Congressman, and I'm pretty on it here. Tell us a little bit about what you found out so far.
You know, Bill, it's great to be with you, but it's very disturbing. We have been investigating 501cs and nonprofits since I become chairman. And both in the Biden administration and now in the Trump administration, we have called for the tax exempt status of 11 different 501cs to be revoked because of how they've been funding terrorism, how they've been funding civil unrest. And the People's Forum that you mentioned is one of those that we called both administrations to revoke because of the money trail, the money that's coming in from the CCP that's helping with creating chaos and discourse in the United States is absolutely unacceptable, Bill. It's illegal. If for foreign money to come into elections, it should be illegal with this foreign money coming in and creating chaos
and they're killing
disruptions.
People. They're killing people. People are dying. Tell me about when you say CCP, that's the communist government. So everybody knows what you're talking about. So Neville Roy Singham seems to be the kingpin here. He's the face. Works with the Xi government. I don't think he can come to the United States. I think they'd arrest him if he did. But he's married to the founder of Code Pink, who's another radical organization. Tell me about him.
No, like Roy Singham is as close to the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, as any American possibly can. And his wife, as you mentioned, was one of the main funders of Code Pink to continue with creating chaos throughout the United States. This is something that apparently is their mission, their drive. It's what we're looking into, but it's unacceptable that they're able to transfer money into tax-exempt entities and basically be subsidized to create this chaos.
Now, who would stop that? The Justice Department?
It would be both. The IRS and Treasury can revoke their tax-exempt status,
so Besson,
and also the Justice Department.
Have you talked to Besson?
After.
Have you talked to him?
We have.
Does he know? Does he know what's going on?
He absolutely does know. We actually sent him an official letter on October 7th of last year calling for these 11 entities to lose their tax-exempt status, including the People's Forum, and we laid out tons of evidence.
But he didn't move on it. He didn't move on it.
He hasn't yet, but I'm going to be meeting with the CEO of the IRS in the next 10 days on this very topic, because I think it's super important, and I think the evidence is very clear.
Oh, absolutely.
Right before our eyes.
Will you come back after that meeting on this program? And if I can make a call or two on your behalf, be happy to. Because, look, nobody is doubting the information that you've assembled. Nobody is doubting that Neville Roy Singham and the Chinese government are pumping money into the United States to destabilize the federal government, and violence is occurring because of it. Nobody is challenging it. It's not a he said, she said. Now, the media blacks it out. Has the New York Times, Washington Post, LA Times called you for anything?
No, very few
Okay, so they're
people
not
are
interested.
paying attention.
Right, they're not interested. Democratic Party interested? Anybody on your
They
committee?
haven't they haven't been helpful so far. We have been trying to go after
Oof.
foreign influence of the communist Chinese party and putting dollars into 501(c)s, and they have not been cooperative yet. I'm hoping that they will see the light because this is anti-American.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no reason why we should be
but once
subsidizing terrorism.
Congressman, once the people know what's happening, then you're going to see a startling change. But they are burying it. The Democratic Party, they better cooperate because the Democrats on the Ways and Means Committee have a responsibility to act on information that you've assembled that shows. And you correct me if I'm wrong, but the only reason that Beijing would do this is to weaken the U.S. government. That's it. That's what they want to do. Correct?
It's exactly their whole purpose is to create chaos, make the United States weaker. We are going to continue to use every tool in the toolbox to go after these 501(c)(3s, especially the People's Forum. And if they don't provide the documentations that we've asked, we'll use subpoena. We'll do it all.
But what I'm worried about, Congressman, is no one knows about the story because the left-wing media blacks it out. Right-wing media isn't even picking it up. They will now. After your interview with me now, it'll get out. So Besson sits on it. IRS commissioner sits on it. Everybody's got to start to mobilize because we have two dead people now. We have an insurgency in a state, all right, not seen since the Civil War. So now this story becomes urgent. You have to get the information to the American people. Once you do that, the American people will put the pressure on the politicians and they'll have to do something. That's how it works. You know that.
Bill, I appreciate your hard work in helping get this message out and the information out because I totally agree with you. The American people, they deserve to know. They need to know. We have to stop this in the United States.
All right, you're doing good work, Congressman. Once you meet with the IRS guy, I hope you come back, let us know. And Besson, we're going to contact him ourselves. All right, so we'll put a call into him today about this issue, and we'll light a fire at the Treasury. And hopefully within 2 or 3 weeks, we'll get this whole thing out so everybody understands what it is. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Congressman. That's the way we have to operate here because the press is so dishonest, they're not going to get it out. I'll get it out. Okay? And we got it out on Hannity's radio program today. We're lighting fires. But this, I didn't even know about this before the Minnesota thing.